Hi, I'm with Mark Siegel, who's the founder and managing director of Golfasian as well. Welcome, Mark.
Hey, Bill, how are you?
Yeah, I think this is a really interesting subject because, talking about golf in Thailand and certainly in Phuket as well, we've seen tournaments happening already, and as a post-pandemic recovery, or at least a way back, we're seeing golf tournaments happen in Thailand already.
Yeah, well, you can see by the nature of the sport, there's only about 200 people that could fit in a golf course at any one time, and the golf course covers something like 1,000 hectares. So it's naturally socially distant and very easy to keep people apart and not encounter any big crowds. So as opposed to other sports, you usually play in a small field with a lot of crowds surrounding the field. So golf is completely different.
So maybe it's made for the pandemic or not. Let's see. But I mean, traditionally, two destinations in Asia have been very successful with golf tourism. Certainly, Japan in the past, and Thailand as well. When we look back at the story, what made Thailand successful as a golfing destination?
Thailand's been the leader in Asia by far. Japan's been popular, but Japan has a long winter, and it's not that conducive to golfing. So one of the things that's important for golf, obviously, is good weather and also variety of climate and very good hospitality. So Thailand has all those things in numbers, especially in Phuket.
I think looking forward, when we're looking at the profile of golf tourists, what's the DNA of a golf tourist coming to Thailand? Where are they coming from? What are they doing when they're here? How many days are they coming for? How much are they spending?
There's two different types of golf tourism. One is tourist golf. That's people who come on a leisure tour and they may play a round of golf or two. We don't really count that much. But the other one is golf tourism, that people are coming specifically to play golf, and they may do a few other leisure activities along the way. So a golf tourist generally comes in smaller groups, maybe something between 4 and 20 people, and they're probably spending on average about 10,000 to 15,000 baht a day, so $300-400 a day. And typically they're coming from longer haul markets, so say Australia, Europe, United States, especially now as the Asian countries are yet to open. We haven't seen any real Asian golf tourists come back.
Right. What kind of average length of stay for the destination would they have? How many days are they coming for?
Typically is 10 days to 2 weeks. They'll usually in the past, they visited 2 or 3 destinations and often could combine Phuket with Bangkok or even Phuket and Chiang Mai. Those are very popular. Now I see people more staying in one destination for the whole trip. Sure. The households are moving around, and the different flights arrangement and the other travel restrictions that haven't been defined until very recently that would stay like in Phuket their entire trip, for example.
Okay.
And
yeah,
go ahead.
For a market like Phuket, are you seeing people play 1 course, 2 courses? Are they moving course to course, around the island, or how does that go?
Everybody wants to play a variety of courses. So they may stay at a golf resort like Laguna or Blue Canyon, but if they're staying for any more than 2 or 3 days, which everybody is, they want to play all 8 courses that are in Phuket. And as they're able to travel, even the 2 courses in Phang Nga, which are very accessible from Phuket, that gives 10 choices of golf courses during the trip. It's pretty more than enough.
Coming out of the pandemic, we're in a really competitive landscape. Traditionally Thailand's been a leader in mass tourism. Who do you think are our natural competitors for golf in the region?
Pre-COVID, Vietnam was making a big move into golf tourism. They're building something like 80 or 90 courses that are in construction, and when they're finished, they're going to be phenomenal. Obviously, Vietnam's not open yet, and from what I hear, they're at least going to wait 6 months to see what happens in Thailand first. So Thailand has a big first mover advantage now that the country opened November 1st. The one good thing is the golf prices have dropped a lot here since pre-pandemic, so that's going to help Thailand solidify its position even further. So if the prices can be maintained to reasonable levels, it's going to be a hard country to beat even when other countries open.
Yeah, I mean, how would you see pricing parity with Vietnam with 60 to 80 courses? My God, that's a lot of product coming in. Do you think Vietnam's going to try to buy their way into the market?
No. All of the projects in Vietnam are housing estates, and the main key is to drive real estate investment into the country mainly from overseas Vietnamese. Of course, foreigners are welcome. and the destinations are very, very remote, not near one another. So there are golf tourists that go there, and the ones that go are very happy they went once, and not a lot of people going back a second time. Whereas in Thailand, we see people coming back 10, 15, 20 times year after year after year. So yes, it's a potential competitor, but no, they're not going to try to buy their way into the market for sure.
Sure. If I'm a hotelier in Phuket, I want to, I want to develop my golfing segment. What's the marketing plan for that? How am I going to attract more golfers?
The easiest way is to work with some golf tour agents and give them preferential rates compared to what the hotels give the traveler directly. Right now, the market is upside down. A lot of hotels are so desperate for business. They give their lowest rates to people who ask them direct without any OTA or golf tour operator or destination management company. If that doesn't change, it's going to drive all the people in the tourism business away, which is exactly the opposite of what they want. So yes, when things were closed and there was only domestic market to look at, that might have been a good strategy. But now that the country's opening, they need to go back and relook and make sure the contracted rates that they have with tour operators and local DMCs are significantly better than what they're offering direct on the online on the website or through ADAs. If they don't do that, the clients are going to be stuck in the middle. They'll have the low rates from the hotel, but then when they get there, they won't have anybody to take care of them and move them around from place to place on the island or do different activities on the island, or even book with the golf courses, some of which are private, won't take bookings unless they go through an operator.
Okay. Maybe one final question, Mark. These are some great insights, but looking forward, taking a view of the future, we always know we want to recover, but for golf tourism really to prosper and grow in Thailand, what does the country have to do? Where are we seeing the potential for growth, in which sectors or which niches?
The key is the quality of the golf. Obviously, people are coming for golf. So, for example, a new golf course that just opened right in Phang Nga, just outside Phuket, Aquella, helps add to the attractiveness of the destination significantly because it's only about 40 minutes from Blue Canyon, and then you can play another high quality course. Also Blue Canyon, the fact that it was renovated during the COVID time and now it's hosted an international event helps a lot in terms of improving the destination. Bangkok similarly has 4 brand new courses that have opened during the pandemic, and golf is picked up in other countries from the source markets about 15%. So Australia, Europe, and the United States in particular, the demand for golf is up, the number of players is up, and if Thailand continues with the renovations and quality of the golf, we'll certainly be able to grow the business and grow the market size.
Mark, one last thing. What's your handicap?
12.
12. I'm a 12, but that's only for about 9 holes. So there we go.
Yeah, sometimes they get tired. Let's do 9 holes together when I'm down in Phuket next, or if you come into Bangkok, we'll get out, at least visit a course and maybe interview one of the GMs from one of the courses too.
Perfect. Mark Siegel from Golfasian, thank you very much for joining us today, and keep hitting them straight. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Bill.